welcome to Cheekyricho Cooking's Super Simple Palmiers. Now, palmiers are generally a little snail-shaped puff pastry filled with cinnamon and sugar, and they're great, don't get me wrong. But for a platter when you're looking for something a little bit savoury, when you've got a bit of an overload of sweet things, or perhaps you don't have a sweet tooth, we have got some Basil Pesto here. I've showed you how to make this in the past. It's just as easy to go buy some store-bought stuff. So just spread that all out over a sheet of puff pastry. These are great on a cheese platter with crudités, with dip. You're going to have about a container of pesto. Add some extra basil leaves if you have them, and these will be nice and bright green and red on our platter. Make them ahead of time and bake them to have them hot, or they'll keep in the fridge in an airtight container for a few days and maintain their crispness. So just spread that all over like so, and then we're going to roll them to the middle. So get your pastry, roll it to roughly halfway, and do the same from the other end. It's easier if you actually don't do it too tight, because you need this puff pastry to actually puff. Okay, do that around. We want to get this as even as possible. Make sure you take the plastic off the pastry. Okay, now just put that in the fridge to firm up again, and we'll do the same with about 75 grams of sun-dried tomato and balsamic pesto. Spread it right out. These pestos already have Parmesan cheese in them, so you could add cheese to it if you want to, but it's not necessary. Right to the edges. You don't want anybody to get shortchanged. And I actually do have some little semi-dried tomatoes that I have made. I'm going to pop a few of those on there for a little bit of added interest. Give it a nice, more vibrant, redder colour. Okay, these are our semi-dried tomatoes. Putting those along the centre, they don't have to go all the way through. They are absolutely delicious, so flavour packed. Our centre is about there. Okay, so we're going to roll towards the centre on both sides. Turn it around. Okay. Now, these won't be as tightly packed as the basil ones, and you could of course put basil leaves on those as well. They go in to firm up to only for about 10 minutes or so. Okay, grab your sharpest knife. We're going to cut these into about 1 centimetre slices, push them into shape and pop them onto your tray. You can sprinkle these with sesame seeds or poppy seeds if you like, or just have them on their own. Okay, that's one tray done. Put that to one side, and we will do the sun-dried tomato tray now. Same thing, centimetre slices, and push them into shape, and we're going to cook them 180 degrees for about 10 minutes or so until they're nice and crisp and golden and puffed. Put them on some baking paper, and that way they won't stick to the oven tray. Don't try and saw them as you cut them, because you'll just tear them. And you can do this with tapenade as well. Vegemite and cheese is great, and continue with the rest. Okay, our little sun-dried tomato palmiers are out of the oven now. They're smelling really quite delicious. We're just going to let them cool. You can have them warm or cold, and they're great on a cheese platter, and they're really quite colourful. They take about 15 minutes to cook. Okay, here's our little pesto champs out now. We're going to find the plate that I was going to put these on. These would already be off here. Take them off there. They're like Grinch biscuits, aren't they? I suppose you've got to use your imagination. And there you have it, Cheekyricho Cooking's sun-dried tomato pesto and basil pesto palmiers. There's only 3 ingredients on that plate, and that's what they look like. They're really crispy, full of flavour. The basil oil is leaked into the pastry here and give it a bit of a green tinge, and the sun-dried tomato has done the same thing here. Put these on your next cheese platter and they'll go before the cheese. Thanks for watching.